Yo my people, it's Elster Africa here again. In today's video I'm going to be taking you to this neighborhood out here. I'd say it's been kind of neglected by the government, definitely, or probably because it is beside the airport. We call it Douala. That's how the neighborhood is called out here. But then let's go see how this other place looks like. I mean, you've got a lot of people constructing buildings here, a lot of construction going on out here, but we've been hearing stories of maybe the government will come one day and then just tell everybody to evacuate and stuff like that. I don't know how true that is. Maybe you're watching me and you work with the government, or you work with the Douala City Council and you have an idea. So if you know more about what the sense, you should let me know in the comment section. Come with me as I take you to this other side of Douala, Cameroon. This is not like the very residential, this is not part of that. This is something very, very far and away from that. So let's go and see what this other side of Douala, Cameroon has got to offer. Let's go. Okay, my people, so I got here already. Not that I got here, but I'm about leaving the neighborhood. But as I'm leaving, I'll be showing you how it looks like out here. I actually came out here to work. I'm a glass and aluminium technician out here in Douala, Cameroon. I feed aluminium doors and aluminium windows. I don't deal with iron, please. And even glass panels on walls of buildings for your decoration here. If you want that, I do all of those. So this is what the sense. This is like zip inside the neighborhood. This is what it looks like. It is more of a developing neighborhood out here, which means that you find buildings popping up every now and then, either schools or maybe a hospital or residential. So it's kind of, should I say, everything is centered around one thing here. So you've got a lot of people from like the north of Cameroon, a lot of people from like the northwest region of Cameroon, or should I say north and southwest, yeah. So it's kind of mixed, which means that you have people from the Anglophone section of Cameroon. A lot of people who reside in this neighborhood here. Most of them are actually from this part of the country, and most of them from the north equally. But it does not mean that these are the only people you will find here. So there are others, but it is really not like you would find like the numbers cannot compare to the others, as I've said. You also got Nigerians here, yeah? A lot of Nigerians really do reside here. Most of them are coming here. But as I said at the beginning of the video, I mean, if you've been here before, let me know in the comment section. If you live here, let me know. This is just a part of it. Like, this is just the entrance to the neighborhood, not actually like deep inside. When we get to the road, I'm actually like inside the neighborhood right now. When we get to the road, you get to see what it looks like, or what the road looks like. Unfortunately, it is not a paved route entering the neighborhood, or actually like going inside the neighborhood. Like the main road that is coming in here is not paved, unfortunately. But I don't know if the government has got plans to get the roads done. If they haven't, I think that someone might share this video and it gets to them. No one knows, because this neighborhood has been existing for quite a very long time, which means that people have been living here for a very, very long time. And so if they had like something to do, they should have done that like early on. So I, for one, I don't know why it's taking that long, and if actually that will be done someday. But if it's going to be done, okay, someone might let me know. I ain't got an idea. I always just come here to work, or maybe, I mean, I've been here to visit. Is it actually visit? Maybe for some occasions, yeah. But to work, I come here often, like once in a while, once in a blue moon, just once in a while. So it is more of like a Muslim community. It's not far from the airport, yeah. Not actually far from the airport. Like looking just directly opposite me, there's a gate. Like when we get to the road, you actually get to see that gate. That gate separates the airport from the neighborhood, or from Douala. I don't know the direct translation in English, but I mean, it should be like a monkey jungle. Maybe that's what it was before. Maybe there were a lot of monkeys here, I don't know. But with time, because of the development that has come here, you might not find that again. I don't still know, but I'm very sure. So I'm giving you like kind of a direct translation. Someone with a more better French knowledge than me would maybe give you a better translation than I just did. Yep. So you see there's still like a lot of vast land here, or empty land, which is not occupied, but I cannot tell how much a meter square goes for out here. Some people that I know, I might get to ask that from them. Yeah, if I do ask, then I'll let you all know. I'll actually maybe write in the description box. So one thing when watching a video, always try to check out the description box here, so that you get to know some certain information or some certain things about the video. If you have watched the video to this end, please consider liking. My god. So you see, this is what the main road actually looks like. Unfortunately, it spans right down inside the neighborhood like this. So this is like the main road. Yeah, this is what the main road actually looks like. Maybe this is actually to see that they try to fix the road. Hopefully, they've been doing this like almost every time. So directly opposite me, there's a police. There's always some police men and women seated there to collect money from vehicles like this truck. I don't know if this is a truck, but yeah, this waste truck, yes. Collect money. I don't know what for. They should arrange this route, not collecting money. That's just it, yeah. That's just it. So if you are just joining, this is Elsa Africa, a Cameroonian content creator. This is a part of Douala, Cameroon. No one shows you. No one is willing to show you this part of Douala, Cameroon, and I'm actually showing you this part of the city today. Walking on the middle of the road is no problem. No problem. No problem. So when you like get deep inside the neighborhood, it's now called Kuwait. Kuwait is the name of a country, but it's also the name of a neighborhood out here in Douala, Cameroon. Kuwait City. I think there's also a city called Kuwait City, yeah? Yes, this is our own version of Kuwait City. Now this is not actually the Kuwait City, because when you get inside, there are more better buildings than the ones you will see here. Much more better than what you will see here. But one thing I don't really like about the place, the route leading to this place is mad bad. Like so bad, yeah. So bad. I feel like some of these vehicles that are parked here eventually got bad on the road, maybe while going into the neighborhood, just maybe. I really can't confirm that, but yeah, it is what it is. As my brother Irina, you always say, visit Douala, Cameroon, come to Douala, Cameroon. Douala, Cameroon is not just all about the good places that you see. There are also places like this here. And this does not exempt some other countries. Every country would have a place like this. Every country on earth would have a place like this. So for people who have been living here, or for people who have a better knowledge with the town planning that the city council has got, maybe you should drop a comment and let me know, or let every other person know. I might get to pin your comment if it is elaborate. Let us know if it is safe constructing here on a scale of 1 to 10. How are you going to give the rating? Yeah. So this is like the main junction here. Or where I'll say the paved road that has been paved actually ends somewhere in front of me. Then you start entering the back roads till you get inside. There's no hope. Oh. So the only means to get out of here is either you have your private car or you get a motorbike. If not, you have to go on foot like I'm doing. I'm doing this because I've still got some places to show you in front, which I would actually want to do that on foot. I am actually from work, which means that I'm definitely tired, exhausted. But I don't think I'll allow that to take over me. So you see a lot of construction work going on here. If you want to visit here, most people in Douala, Cameroon will not always want to climb on motorbikes that has Babana, as it is fondly called here. Babana are mostly like people from the north, or these guys that come from the north region of Cameroon, the far north, the north, and some even come from Central African Republic, Chad, and even Niger, Senegal, and like places like that. Yeah, a lot of mosques. Now in some places you find a lot of churches. Here is quite the opposite. You find more of mosques than churches here. But there are churches. That doesn't cancel in that there are no churches here. There are actually churches out here. January to December. So most of these days in Douala, Cameroon, it's actually been like so much rain. A lot of rain has been falling these days, and so everywhere you go to, if the road is not good, you will actually get to realize or understand that the road is extremely bad. I feel like I'm walking on the wrong side of the road. Maybe. I feel like I'm walking on the wrong side of the road, and I'll have to see how I'll get to cross. So, this is the gate. That's the Prison Airport from the neighborhood. Oh, some of these guys are not very... I mean, just look at that. He's not careful. Not at all. Not at all. Wow, look at this. So while I was in Nigeria, I didn't really find like beer parlors, like a beer parlor that is on the road like that. I didn't see that. Even with all that my trekking, people were saying I was trekking a lot. With all my trekking, I could not find it. I didn't find that. Here it is something very common. You would always find it almost everywhere. You find beer parlors almost everywhere. So this is the contrast here. You've got a neighborhood like the neighborhood that is just immediately after this. There's kind of a flyover, just a short flyover that you cross and get to Bonaprizo. Bonaprizo is like one of the top rated neighborhoods out here, residential. It means that it's very, very expensive to live there compared to every other neighborhood in the town or in the city. So once you cross Bonaprizo, you get to this other side. And now you begin to understand the reality, and you get to understand as well, like when you go to places, I watch videos like places in South Africa, you see the color segregation here. It doesn't only end here, there almost everywhere it happens. Same thing in Lagos on the island. Yeah, Makoko is just not far from the island, like just a stone throw. The same thing on this other side. I begin to think that when I get to like when I get to the bridge in front, the bridge is not far from the army air base out here. When I get to the bridge in front, I'll get a bike because the rain is kind of announcing and sending its tentacles to tell people that you need to be careful, man. Get ready, and you've got to get going. Yeah. So this place seems like they are trying to refuel and maybe claim land, kind of. I don't know, but I see even someone who is like a military uniform, maybe guarding the place. I don't know why they're guarding, or I don't know what they're guarding. But this land seems like they're trying to refuel and maybe build, like, I don't know if it's companies or whatsoever. I don't want to show that. I don't want to get myself into trouble. What trouble, self? So you see, like, places like this, a lot of people do live in places like this one here. The same thing I saw in Lagos, and I was surprised that, okay, so do people actually live in places like this? Now you've got people, like some of the houses, not actually like people live in places like this, but some of the buildings get to speak for themselves, and you begin to wonder how they get to cope in their houses like that. In Lagos, Nigeria, it was more of makeshifts. But here, we call it karabut, like houses that are actually constructed with wood. And that's just, then there's a roof here, not just about the wood. A lot of people here. It means that there's a lot of business here. Booming, 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 booming. Right in front of me is like the building. I don't know how they call that building. That's always like the tall building in airports. I don't know how that is called. And looking in front, you begin to see like very nice buildings here. What only divides that and the other part where I am is the road. It's actually the road, and aside from that, after that, that's where you get to see the difference, and you begin to understand that all things are not the same. You smile. So my people, this is me walking around Douala, Cameroon. This is my journey around Douala, Cameroon. It's past 5 p.m. Places are this dark. I was always amazed at the fact that 7 p.m. places were looking like this in Nigeria, not just in Lagos, in Nigeria. It's quite the opposite here. Whoa, this doesn't look safe at all, does it? It doesn't. So they claim it, like at first, it looks like at first there was this kind of bike racing here, but because there's kind of a refuel, trying to refuel and definitely claim land, that has been stopped. Because I used to see the tracks. That was before, maybe now. So what you mostly see here is just bikes coming and leaving, coming and leaving. Cars that are coming are private. You will not get a taxi coming here. Very difficult, except that the taxi driver gets to reside in this neighborhood. If they don't reside here, you don't find them coming here, unfortunately. Fortunately. This is exhausting than I imagined, but it is what it is, and we've got to go. So now you get to see the road. So this is kind of the segregation line out here.
scared.
Whoa, the rain is coming at a speed that I'm not sure I can cope with this. I have got to get a bike. Then leave this place ASAP. But then let's get a bike together and get to go. Oh, where I'm trying to cross doesn't really seem safe. So I have to be extra careful. Come on, Pay. You can go. So any free bike, any bike that I see that has got no one on, I'll be stopping them. Even from this side. Normally it's not supposed to be so. So now we're getting to Amedele. Cité de la Paix. Because the rain is coming, most bikes will not want to stop at this point. Brother, I have to cross it. Pardon? Then this might not end well for me. Okay. I got a bike rider. Cité de la Paix. Cité de la Paix. Huh? Cité de la Paix. Unfortunately, he doesn't even know the place, not to even talk of him asking for a price and I'm refusing. Cité de la Paix. Cité de la Paix. À quel niveau? Après le deuxième Douala. 500. Si tu trouves, tu bats. Hein? Mais c'est ce que je dis que hein, si tu trouves, on bâche. Mais il ne faut pas qu'on pas s'arrêter à quelque part, c'est bon. Okay, my people, thank you so much for having watched this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. It was nice and awesome doing this with you. Peace out.